Hey, Popeye are the latest.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Now, in this journey, we are back in the parish of Westmoreland. Westmoreland people, or if you have been through Westmoreland, do you know where we are now? If you know where we are, drop your comments in the comment section below. And for those who don't know where we are, don't worry yourself, just read the comment section. Somebody is gonna tell you exactly where we are. Now, before I start this video, let me address something. This channel is for law and order. On this channel, you are not gonna hear us advocating or supporting murder. So let's say citizens hold a thief or a man who they accuse of stealing, and that man is handed over to the police. You are not gonna hear us saying that the citizens should have killed him. Likewise, if the citizens kill that thief, you are not gonna hear us glorifying or supporting it. Are you following me? If a police officer hold a man with an illegal gun and the police officer arrests that man and take him into custody, you will never hear us saying that the police should have killed him. You still following me? We are for law and order. I have seen the comments. I have received the WhatsApp messages. Some people are of the view that when the police hold a man with a gun and they carry him in custody, and I come here and I say, officers, job well done. I shouldn't say it because only if the police had killed the man, it would be a job well done. Let me tell you something. Just be careful of what you are advocating. There was a police officer, a well-known police officer. Many of you know him or know his name. His name is Renito Adams. Many persons, they have high ratings for Mr. Adams because of what they view as his no-nonsense, take-it-to-them style of policing. Mr. Adams, he was charged for murder and he was acquitted. But guess what? Based on complaints from various human rights groups, plus other things, all of Mr. Adams' visas were cancelled. At this moment, Mr. Adams, him can't go America, him can't go Canada, or him can't go England. Now, a lot of you are gonna say, but if me I did police and me can't travel, me wouldn't care. I lie on what I tell. You are lying. If you are gonna say, if you were a police, it no matter to you, if you can't travel if Jamaica, I lie you I tell. Another thing is this. When police officers are charged for murder, you who are advocating that police must kill people willy-nilly, are you contributing to their lawyer's fee? You contributing? Police officers, let me tell you something. No make nobody boots you up if you do no foolishness. Indicom has a mandate and them not afraid to carry out that the mandate. Police officers, if you have to protect your life and the life of citizens, do what you must. But for every action, there is a reaction. Look around before you do what you have to do. Are you following me? Yeah, man. Not only work hard, work smart. And don't make some of them people you want to talk about officer be dirty man and officer should have chalk him out and this and that. Don't take the boots in there, because when you are charged for murder, when you are go to court, maybe you and your wife, or maybe one or two squad, them are people who are boots you up, but you must kill this and kill that. Them now give you $1 towards your lawyer fee. So, do what you must, but be smart with what you are doing. Now, I know many of you are not gonna agree, but I can't help it. I have to speak my truth. Say what you have to say in the comment section below. Now, onto the stories. If you look on your screen, that is a photograph of Dunbar's Mall at Dunbar's River in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, if you look closely, where you see the arrows are pointing, that shop, it houses the Western Union on the plaza. If you had gone there yesterday, you would have been greeted by the yellow tape that you are seeing on your screen. And this is because it was broken into early in the morning. We are told that the break-in, it took place early about 3 o'clock. Yesterday, Wednesday, June 1, 2022. We are told that hoodlums, they came well prepared. Firstly, they were armed with guns, even AK-47 we are told. Secondly, they cut open the perimeter fencing at the back of the building. They then used a jackhammer and dug out the grill out of the wall at the front door. They then removed the glass from the front door and entered the building. The hoodlums, they then stole a metal safe that was in the building. This metal safe, it contained cash amounting to just a little bit less than 20 million Jamaican dollars. Just like that. You see why thieving can't stop though? You see why thieving can't stop? Because this, for these hoodlums, is a big payday. You feel so them all go around and do no labor work where they are working $3,000 a day, when them can go out one night, and if it's 5 or 6 of them, the money can share and them get at least $4 million or $3 million the least each. I can tell you this, by next week, look out for some new axios on the road. Yeah man, look out for some new axios, because these guys, what may I tell you? Now, we are learning that yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, June 1, 2022, about some minutes after 4 o'clock, a team of police officers from the Trelawney Division, acting on intelligence, they carried out an operation in the vicinity of the William Nib High School. We are told that one rifle was recovered in the bushes. No one was arrested in connection with that find, but about the same time that this rifle was recovered, another team of police officers from the same Trelawney Division, they were conducting an operation along the Highgate Hall Main Road. Highgate Hall Main Road is in the Warsop police area, also in the parish of Trelawney. We are told that the officers, they signaled a white 1997 Toyota Townhouse minivan to stop. 2 men were in this Townhouse. The driver, he is 45 years old and he is said to be a farmer and a higgler. The passenger, he is 43 years old. He's also a farmer. Now, both of them, they live at Coleyville in the parish of Manchester. We are told that the vehicle, it was searched by the police and a brown strap bag was found under the front passenger seat. The strap bag, it was searched and it was found to contain one 6 P229 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. The police also found 2 magazines containing 26 rounds of 9mm cartridges. As a result, both men were taken into police custody. Now, as soon as we get any information that any of the men are charged, we will be updating this story. But congratulations to the Trelawney police for these 2 recoveries. Job well done. Now, let me ask you something. Have you hit on the like button as yet? Oh, you just remember? Thank you. And if you are here, you have been watching our videos and you're not subscribed yet, just hit on the subscribe button. As also hit on the notification bell, then click all, so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. We haven't put out any birthday greetings from Monday, so later on today, we'll be doing birthday greetings and belated birthday greetings. So stand by for that. If you look on your screen, that photograph was released by the police yesterday. It stated that Nicholas Ruben, also known as Evil, he was wanted for murder. Nicholas, on learning that his photograph was released, we are told that he contacted a lawyer and he was handed over to the police yesterday. Now, let me give you some information, and I can guarantee you this. The information that I'm going to be giving you now, you're not going to get it anywhere else, unless they listen to this video and repeat what I'm going to say. Now, in late January 2014, over 8 years ago, a family was at their home at 135 Darling Street in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. The family included a man No, this man, his name was Robert Pillina. He was 46 years old and he was a fisherman. The family also included his common law wife. Her name is Rosemary Wilson. She was 34 years old. There were also 8 children living in the house. Small board house. Now, Mr. Pillina, he was the father of all 8, whilst Miss Wilson, she was the biological mother for about 5 or 6 of them, and the stepmother for the rest. It is said that there was an ongoing conflict going on in the area, and one of Mr. Pillina's son was involved in the conflict. So, late one night in late January 2014, hoodlums, they invaded the house and opened a barrage of gunshots on the family. Mr. Robert Pillina and his spouse, Rosemary Wilson, as also one of their sons, they were shot. Now, both Mr. Pillina and his spouse, they died. The son who was shot, he survived the attack. The police, they carried out investigations, and that man on your screen, his name is Nicholas Ruben, like we told you before. He was 21 years old at the time. He was arrested and charged by the police for the double murder, as also wounding with intent. So, Nick, he was in police custody going to court, and he was remanded in custody. Nick's mother, her name is Evelyn Kentish. She was popularly known as Slims. Now, if you look on your screen, that is the only photograph I could get of Slims. Now, Slims, she used to sell her little knickknacks on the street. The last place that she was known to be selling at was right at the intersection of Beckford and Lewis Street in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, Slims, despite what anyone had to say about her son Nick, she was his biggest defender. According to Slims, Nick could do no wrong. She ensured that she hustled the money to pay his lawyer fee, and every Sunday and Wednesday she would go to visit him in the police lockup. Now, whilst the case was still in court, Nick was offered bail, and his mother, Slims, she started looking about the documents to bail him. But guess what? Someone did not want Nick on the street, and according to them, or they must be thinking, if we get rid of Slims, nobody is gonna bail him. So, on Monday, May 16th, 2016, about 8:30, Slims, she had just finished her hustling and she was heading home. But someone was at her yard awaiting her. As Slims entered the yard, bam bam bam! Slims, she was shot and killed on the spot. Now, immediately after Slim died, word started going around that it was the former most wanted man that they used to call Jawbone who killed Slim. Jawbone, he was subsequently shot and killed by hoodlums also. But another man in the same community was also being blamed for ordering the death of Slims. Now, the double murder that Nick was on, we are learning that a nolle prosequi was entered in the matter, meaning the case was stopped by the DPP. She also has the power to bring it back before the courts when the witnesses are willing to go to court. So, once again, Nicholas Ruben, popularly known as Nick or Evil, he was now back on the road. Now, the person who was being blamed for orchestrating the death of Slims, there has been a few attempts on his life or his family members' lives. Persons were even killed. Now, I'm going to tell you about 2 incidents involving that person or a family member. You remember an incident with that young man on your screen? His name is Raheem Henry. Raheem, he was only 23 years old. He was employed in the housekeeping department at Rio in Ocho Rios. Raheem is originally from a place named Mango Valley in the parish of St. Mary, but he was living at Exchange in St. Ann. Now, Raheem, he was in a relationship with a female. That female is related to the man who word on the street had it that he is the man who is responsible for Slim's demise or ordering Slim's demise. No, I'm not saying it's true, I'm just telling you what is on the street. A relative of the female that Rahim was involved with, he was shot and killed. So a wake yard was being held for him. Rahim, in supporting his girlfriend, he journeyed from Sentan and accompanied her to Grotto in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland, where the wake was being held. We are told that hoodlums invaded the wake yard and opened fire at the man who was being blamed for the death of Slims. But it was Rahim who was hit and he died as a result. Now, fast forward to Monday, May 9th, 2022. About some minutes to 9 o'clock, one of the sons of the man who is being blamed for the death of Slims, and a young man, his name is Kevin Wedderburn. He was 17 years old and he lived at 135 Darling Street in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. Both of them were at a shop in the area when a motorcycle rode up with two hoodlums aboard. It is said that the pillion, he got off the motorcycle and opened a barrage of gunshots at Kevin and the other man. Both of them, they ran off in separate directions. The hoodlum, he then jumped back onto the bike and he and his crony, they made good their escape from the area. It was then realized that Kevin, he was shot. He received gunshot wounds to the left side of his chest and in his back. The other man, who was clearly the target, he escaped injuries. Kevin, he was assisted to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital by relatives, where he died whilst being treated. Now, we had carried that report on this channel, and we told you that when the police processed the crime scene, one Taurus .38 revolver with 6 rounds of .38 cartridges was recovered. It was recovered to the side of the shop in a patch of cane. It was speculated at the time that the gun may have belonged to Kevin, but it is also possible that it belonged to the other man who escaped. Not true? Now, the police also recovered 4 9mm spent shells from the scene. So, shortly after that incident, Nicholas Ruben, he was named as a suspect with the killing of Kevin. So, yesterday, Wednesday, June 1, 2022, a lawyer brought Nick to the Savannah Lamar police station and handed him over to the police. He was subsequently charged for the offense of murder with the death of Kevin Wedderburn. So, Nick, correct name, Nicholas Ruben, he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Papa Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them